I ain't even, it bumped me off. They don't want me to, they don't want me talking. Man, they do not. Hey, y'all. Hello, beautiful people. Y'all see they just, I don't know. Maybe they just, I don't know. But these people own everything. And when the owners of the algorithm, tell you that you got to keep quiet and you can't speak. Now, see, I did a fluffy post because I got to do a combination. I'm learning. Hey, Pam. How are you, sis? I'm learning you got to do a combination of, like, especially on IG, right? So every time I put in WIRF, when I start typing it into the comment section, this is my third time trying to go live. And every time I type in my YOUTUBE channel, it drops me off. So, and it's 3 of y'all in here. Well, actually, it's way more than what it's showing. But I just felt like it was important to let you guys know that I would absolutely love it if you would take yourselves over to YOUTUBE and join me tonight for another Nights with Nicci live. Got a lot to chat about. So, guys, I want to talk music real quick because there's a lot going on in the music industry, right? And it's funny, I was actually supposed to go live with Angie yesterday. We're going to go live tomorrow, which I'm excited about that. And just talk a little bit about music, R&B music in particular, right? Thank y'all for coming back in here because the Uda just keep bumping y'all out. But R&B music in particular, this is a really important time, I think, for artists and creatives. We spent a lot of years, I know I have spent a lot of years complaining about the industry, complaining about, the lack of transparency and accounting and royalties and all this other stuff, right? And it really had me in a space because for so many years, it was hard to break through, because you considered a has-been, washed up, blah, 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 blah. You're not in here in a two-piece, twerking and rapping about, sucking and ducking, you know what I'm saying? And real music just felt like it became diluted or silenced by all of the other sugar, honey, iced tea out here in these entertainment streets. But since all of this craziness is being exposed, right? And I want people we're going to talk about this a little bit on Nights with Nicci. I'm not about to get into I've heard that there are more accusations. They tend to be getting even more gruesome. They tend to be getting even more crazy, not crazy, but just hard to believe. So I'm not going to get into that. And I made my decision probably last year to focus on the 30-year anniversary album because I feel like it's really, really, hey, Kuwait, thank you for joining me. Thank you, baby. Thank you. So I made the decision to focus on this 30-year anniversary album. I knew it was coming. So about a year or so ago, I was like, listen, we're going to start focusing as we get closer to the anniversary of If You Love Me, which If You Love Me turns 30 years old on October 24th. So get ready. We're about to flood y'all timelines with a whole bunch of If You Love Me stuff. And we're getting ready for a tour next year. We're getting ready for, we'll have a little Christmas moment, which is going to be really exciting. And then the album, From the Bottom Up, our debut album, turns 30 years old on January 10th, which is actually one day before Maxie's birthday. So we're going to throw a huge celebration of our 30-year anniversary and Maxie's birthday, which is the very next day. So we partying my mom's birthday is the 9th. Heavenly birthday, my mom's heavenly birthday is the 9th. Our album was released January 10th, 1995, and Maxie's birthday is January 11th. So needless to say, it's going to be a party. It's going to be a celebration. But we're kicking the celebration off with this new single for If You Love Me. So true story, thinking about releasing the music, and I was just like, prior to all of this madness in the press about our moguls and these 90s hip-hop folks, right? And these labels and all the mother folks and all the terrible stuff that we're waiting with bated breath to discover. I really was like, you know what, it's time to retire. Because I was like, I'm sick of this shit. Nobody really has an appreciation for real music. These days, if your ass ain't on stage in a bathing suit, dropping it like it's hot, like I said, talking about sucking and ducking, they're not going to play your music. The labels control Spotify. The labels control, oh, here I go. See, the real conversations have to happen on WIRF.TV, YOUTUBE. Because when I start, and I got to be careful over there too, because from what I understand, they control that algorithm too. They control the algorithms everywhere, which is why I also consistently encourage you guys to go to WIRFTV.com, because, there we are. But I was really thinking about making this 30-year anniversary album, and I still have not decided yet. Well, yes, I have. After this new music that we've been working on and how well it's going, I know that this is just the beginning of a new journey into the next 30 years. But I was going to retire. I was telling my husband all the time, I was like, you know what? I'm just sick of the industry. I'm sick of the misogyny. I'm sick of being somebody who really cares about artists and really cares about equality and really cares about the real shit, and not having opportunities because it's like you're blocked at every corner. I'm sick of looking at royalty statements that I don't understand. I'm sick of, okay, here I go with that. Let me talk about the music, because then when I start talking about the real sugar honey iced tea, then the Uda starts dropping y'all off. So it's 3 of y'all on here. Let me keep y'all 3. This new music has changed my perspective on the entire, not just this new music, the recent turn of events in the industry, paired with this new music and this new approach 30 years later, has me actually really geeked up about the future of not just Brownstone, but R&B as a whole. Today is the last day of Grammy voting, so please make sure that if you're a voter, that you go on there and you look at the Grammy ballot. Both Kiki and Selena have songs on the Grammy ballot under R&B. My sisters, the Magic Joneses, have, which is a super important album. Talk about inclusion in a space where it does not exist. Magic Joneses, Adventures of Sisterhood and Dreams, I believe, and Big Dreams. They're also on the Grammy ballot. Please go and vote. And I'm telling y'all, I got so much stuff going on. I almost did not, because I'm just like, shit, it's just too much stuff going on right now. I almost did not. Let me not say that as a voter. That's not true. I was just trying to find the time. And then I thought about it, and I was like, the change that you want to see happens with you being actively involved in this process. So if we want to see more R&B categories, we want to see more creatives in winning Grammys, if we want to watch the Grammys like we used to back in the day and feel really excited about the performances and feel like R&B is coming back, then please, please, please take your time, go to the ballots and vote, especially in all categories, but R&B specifically. So it's a lot of my peers and friends have records, and I wish I could vote for everybody. I cannot, but please, please, please do that. But to this new Brownstone project, because this is definitely a project, the one thing I really appreciate are people who have been fans of our music for years, who get it, who understand that Maxie's not here anymore. It breaks my heart every single day that I think about it. And I was talking to my husband, and I was like, it's just, borders on disrespectful when people don't allow the evolution of a brand because they are so in love with the past. And it made me think broader, not just about Brownstone, not about If You Love Me, not about the music, but just about us in general, right? We get so caught up in the nostalgia of things. Even me as a Gen X person, my husband and I listen to the music and it takes us back, and that feeling and that sound. Frankie Beverly and Maze, Before I Let You Go, and Happy Feelings. I don't care who does it. I don't care who remakes a song. It will never have the impact of the original, because it was the first time you ever heard it, and it was incredible. And you can take nothing away from the original arrangement. Hey, Chike, brother, I love you. How are you? You can take nothing away from the original arrangement. No matter how, I mean, you can't outperform. I think even Beyonce did a Frankie Beverly song. It just can't. I mean, there are a few covers and remakes like I Will Always Love You. I'm sorry. There's some of them that absolutely compete with the original. Outdo the original. I think Dolly Parton would even agree with that, right? A House Is Not a Home. Luther, that version, hands down, was not the original, but killed it. I will say, with this new approach with Brownstone, somebody summed it up so clear for me, because it really does. It's an emotional process, because I miss Maxie more than other than her son. And, you know, I miss Maxie every single solitary day. I wish to God that we could still create that sound and be together on stage performing. But the reality is we cannot. And the other part of my reality is that I am so grateful for the sisterhood and the combination that is Nicci, Aaron, and Alexis. I'm grateful for all combinations. Everybody came in and contributed to Brownstone, but we've had 2 albums to date, and we are about to release a 3rd one in January. And that 3rd album is going to blow your mind, because it is a much different perspective on some of our greatest hits. And somebody summed it up for me so good. He was like, giving us the future, the sound of the future, and oh my God, now I forgot what he said because I've been talking so much. But basically, in a nutshell, what he was saying is giving us the future and bringing us into today and bringing us into what it is now. Listen, there is nothing like the crackling sound on an LP when you put it on, right? But we are living in an era and in a decade was in the 90s, right? But I'm so excited about this new record, and I'm so excited about this new approach, and I'm so excited about this new trio of Brownstone. That is the trio that is elevating this brand to the next level. I say it all the time. The NFL has championship teams. The NBA has championship teams. Every sports organization has championship teams. You got your Pippen, Rodman, and Jordan. You got your Shaq, Kobe, and Harper, or whatever. This is Nicci, Aaron, and Alexis. And this shit is fire. And I cannot wait to share this re-envisioned version of a record that has been, I think it's been covered over 24 times. And it's about to be 30 years old. And yes, the process was, how do we approach this record? Because you will never outdo the original. But baby, when I say competitor and out for a new championship opportunity and out to introduce this Brownstone brand to a new audience. If Future can do it, if Tory Lanez can do it, if so many other creatives and artists can do it, so can we. And baby, when I tell you, get ready. So we dropping a video, we dropping a single. What we would love for you all to do for us and for music and for R&B. The ladies sing like like y'all were born together. 2 of them were born together. And that's a beautiful thing. The fact that we have 2 sisters who have been singing together their whole lives. It's just a blessing. And Maxie is all over. And I don't have to tell y'all, we don't have to tell y'all how many times we see 111, which is her birthday. How many confirmations. That single cover, I had not even looked back at the old single cover. And that just was automatically the picture we chose. That pose, we didn't go look and try to recreate that pose. It was just a natural progression. And what God has in store for us is amazing. So do me a favor and follow at Brownstone Official. Go to brownstoneofficial.com. Get ready. The single is fire. It's coming on the 24th. And the way you guys can support us, really support us, is when this single comes out and this video comes out, repost it. Repost it everywhere. All right. I'll be live tonight, Nights with Nicci. I love you guys. Please repost, please share. And keep in mind, while we are not the same, we are definitely not disappointing. All right. Love you guys. Peace.